Yeah, we're listening to a lot of crazy people, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
All right. Gary will see if he can find that.
Working on it.
And we'll talk to Becky, who's 50 from Pennsylvania. Becky?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Becky?
Explain the support of Trump. I don't understand why people like him.
Well, I think you can separate a politician as a human being from their policies, for instance. So Trump in 2018 was sitting with the United Nations and he was going, hey, Germany, you're getting all your oil from Russia now? You're going to be beholden to Russia. Don't do it. It's a bad plan. And then he could send out some insulting tweets. So I would go, I think he's on to something, telling the UN and telling Germany not to get all their energy from Russia. This is dangerous because then they're going to be able to hold this over you, and then disagree with the tweet.
Right.
Don't you?
Hate the tweets.
Don't you think you could do that, Becky?
Fucking no. Excuse me for cussing, sir. Trump is a pathological, narcissistic psychopath, and you're supporting him. I don't understand. You didn't answer my question. Why do you support a Nazi agenda promoting, suppressing right person who is destroying democracy, the whole world right now, because they've been over there. Who knows what secrets he's told that fucking dictator over there that he fucking loves. Excuse my language, sir. You didn't answer my question.
Well, I think I did, but if he loves him so much, why is he telling Europe to not buy their oil?
Why do you like a psychopath?
Well, first off, I think you're using the word like in the wrong way.
Why do you support him?
And maybe even support. He moved the embassy in Israel to Jerusalem.
I don't give a fuck about Israel.
Is that good or bad? You know what I mean?
They support terrorism.
Oh, they do. Okay. They support terrorism.
The Palestine. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm not getting into foreign discussion with you. Can you just please tell me why people are so enamored with this person, this evil little person?
I think
it's as mysterious to me as why people like you are so bent by him. Both mystify me.
Well, it's like and support. It's not. I don't like Trump. I don't support Trump. He has policies,
but people do like him, and I'm mystified by that. But I'm equally mystified by the Beckys. Both parts mystify me.
He had an energy policy that made us independent, and now we're not. So I like that independent policy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're basing
labeling me and degrading me when you don't even know me.
What did I do?
I don't know.
I wasn't talking about you.
You called me the Becky.
Yeah, I said with people like I said people. Becky,
love your show, and
Becky.
you're going and doing the stand up thing and like listen, it's sharpening your skills. I mean, your comedy. I even told you in a tweet that your comedy is exquisite now, and I
told you this chick was a genius.
Stop listening to you because you like Trump.
So let me.
And
Becky,
don't say you don't like him.
Okay. So let me again say I said people like Becky. I didn't say the Beckys, or maybe I said the Beckys, but I'm talking people like Becky. Okay, people like Becky. Okay, like the Drews.
Hold on.
Whatever.
We'll play Becky. Gary, you can find a clip of Trump talking to the UN from 2018 about oil and energy, and we'll play it for Becky and see if it makes sense.
But she's not NATO?
Oh, sorry, NATO. What I said.
But she brings up an interesting thing.
NATO.
I am so confused by the people that love him and the people that are like Becky. They get so spun by him. Both
our American values are at stake.
What's that?
All right.
Our values are at stake. These people are trying to turn us into oppressed nations. They're taking away gay rights. They won't approve voting rights. What politician won't approve voting rights unless you're trying to suppress something?
So Donald Trump is not president right now. You're aware of that, right? He's not president and probably never going to be.
To me like I'm unaware of the current circumstances.
All right. Make sure we can agree on that at least.
Hey, Becky, I'll play a clip from 2018. This is Trump.
I'm not listening to it.
Oh, you're not? Okay. Well, this is Trump talking about energy. It's an issue now.
I don't care about what he said. He's a psychopath.
This is from 4 years ago. Well, we'll listen to it. You can listen on hold.
But Germany is totally controlled by Russia because they were getting from 60 to 70% of their energy from Russia and a new pipeline. And you tell me if that's appropriate, because I think it's not. And I think it's a very bad thing for NATO.
NATO is an alliance of 29 nations, and there are sometimes differences and different views and also some disagreements. And the gas pipeline from Russia to Germany is one issue where allies disagree. But the strength of NATO is that despite these differences, we have always been able to unite around our core task to protect and defend each other, because we understand that we are stronger together than apart.
But Germany, as far as I'm concerned, is captive to Russia because it's getting so much of its energy from Russia. So we're supposed to protect Germany, but they're getting their energy from Russia. Explain that. And it can't be explained. You know that.
All right. Well, there's a policy. I would agree with that policy. I think history has been kind to that policy, which is now Germany's fucked up because they're getting their power from Russia and they don't want to enter the fray. Okay. Well, there's an example of a policy that I would agree with. Oh, Becky's gone. All right. We got...
but it's just so interesting to me that people get so spun out by it.
Well, Becky's a little nutty.
No,
but,
I understand, but he does that to a lot of people.
Oh, absolutely.
And by the same token, there are people that just love him. And that's mystifying to me, too.
Probably both narcissists. Here's Biden talking about what we're going to do with Russian oil. You tell me how this works.
We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas and energy. That means Russian oil will no longer be acceptable at U.S. ports, and the American people will deal another powerful blow to Putin's war machine. This is a move that has strong bipartisan support in the Congress and, I believe, in the country. Americans have rallied to support their Ukrainian people and made it clear we will not be part of subsidizing Putin's war.
Good.
We made this decision in close consultation with our allies and our partners around the world, particularly in Europe, because a united response to Putin's aggression has been my overriding focus, to keep all NATO and all of the EU and our allies totally united. We're moving forward with this ban, understanding that many of our European allies and partners may not be in a position to join us.
Right.
The United States produces far more oil
right.
domestically than all the European countries combined. In fact, we're a net exporter of energy. So we can take this step when others cannot. But we're working closely with Europe and our partners to develop a long-term strategy to reduce their dependence on Russian energy as well. Our teams are actively discussing how to make this happen, and today we remain united. We remain united in our purpose to keep pressure mounting on Putin and his war machine.
So we're a net exporter of energy.
Yeah.
So what do we need Russia for?
Well, he's saying we don't. Oh, why are we buying Russian oil at all? Well, they're going to cut it off. It's always we get it from lots of different sources.
Yeah.
Russia's one of them. We're going to cut that off. But why are we exporting it all is really the question. Why don't we just hold it back? Because there used to be laws against exporting oil in this country.
There's another one in there, Gary, where he talks about we create more now than we did and stuff like that. But it still begs the question, why are we getting energy from Russia if we're energy independent a year ago? And then why are we exporting if we're cutting them off? And then he didn't mention where we're going to replace the Russian oil from.
Yeah.
No one wants to talk about that. Turns out countries that just create oil don't do anything. They're always bad. They're like kids that got left money versus kids that made their own business.
Right.
Japan is not bad. Japan doesn't have oil. They have to create shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have to build cars.
Yeah.
There's no cars out of these countries.
Interesting.
They're not creators. Think about it.
Yeah.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah. Economy growth should be about creation.
Yeah, I mean, cars, you think about OPEC nations, you think about Mexico, you think about these countries that are sitting on all this energy. Where's their cars? They make
aircraft.
They make the fuel for the cars,
Yep.
but none of them make the cars.
Yep.
It's kind of interesting, right?
It is.
I think it slows down your progress.
Yeah.
You're just getting it from the ground.
Yeah.
Japan's got to make cars and sell cars.
Yeah.
You got to get shit out from underneath. All right.
Interesting.
We will wrap it up at that. You can go to adamcarolla.com, coming to Austin, Texas, March 25th, 26th, and then May 6th and 7th, Indianapolis. Just go to adamcarolla.com for all the live shows. Drew, what do you got?
DrDrew.com for the podcast, After Dark, and streaming shows at DrDrew.tv.
So, till next time, Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.